Jerry and Raymond are keeping a close eye on Yasmin the elephant's progress. So far, everything seems to be going well.
Now, let's see what's happening. Yes.
And there is every indication that the long-awaited birth is going to happen very soon.
Yeah, and you can actually see there's a bit of a ripple there from the calf. Again, it's almost like she's contracting there. You can see where very interesting developments. You can see within the group there's definitely something happening. Her body language, like all the things that we expect from the very late stages of pregnancy, almost when birth is imminent, is happening. There's a lot of reversing, like kind of stretching and the tail moving up to the air, kind of to release pressure on the cervix. This behaviour that we're witnessing on the camera this morning, we've seen the last time the calves were born in Dublin Zoo, which is this interest of the younger females following the pregnant female because of the chemical change in her body. They're getting smells and scents that they haven't experienced before.
So she's swapping.
We've witnessed her stretching back and almost pushing, and we've seen contractions on her stomach, on her belly area, and she's constantly moving and trying to displace pressure on the body. And you can see where she's thrown the urine up on her body.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look, yeah. Well, everything is done now, so she's nice and comfortable. It could be a long, sleepless night, but we'll be watching from now on, right through the night on the cameras, and hopefully everything will all go well. We just leave it to the herd now from now on.
Overnight, Jerry has noticed a massive change in Yasmin's behaviour. All the signs are indicating something big is about to happen.
So it's been a long, long night. We've been here all through the evening, and there's a lot starting to happen now. You can see the body language of the elephants. They're coming really close together. So it looks like the birth is really close and really imminent. It's just actually happened. Look, the calf has just, oh my God, this is incredible. Incredible. Look at all the reaction. It'll be really important. Everybody's involved. They're going to push the calf around to dry it off. Right, there's huge excitement here, very vocal. It looks an awful lot rougher than it really is. They stimulate the calf to get it up to its feet. Very important that we stay away for the moment. There's no reason for us to intervene. We'll have to allow them to associate and bond with the youngster. Let them enjoy these first intimate, important moments of this young elephant's life. But in another half an hour, I'll get all the keepers together and we'll go up and we'll witness it together for the first time. Try to keep to the normal routine as we would, and that will make everybody really calm and relaxed, including the keepers.
At the Elephant House, there is an incredible air of excitement, and not just in the herd.
Hello there.
Years of planning and preparation have finally borne fruit. And Jerry and the whole elephant team, including Dublin Zoo director Leo Oosterwegel, have gathered to see Yasmin and her new calf.
It's a bull. Hooray, it's a bull.
A healthy bull.
Healthy bull.
It's a proud moment for everyone involved.
No, doesn't get better than this, huh? Perfect behavior. It does something to you, Look at all that sniffing, all that touching, all that. Very tight, after the birth. Started walking when it was 7 minutes old. And it was amazing, amazing elephant behavior. All the four females, they were standing around it, looking, protecting it, and sniffing it, and pushing it, and feeling it, and encouraging movement. Magic moment.
This is one of the highlights of our programme here at Dublin Zoo, a related biological group of elephants that invest with one another, and we're seeing it, like the birth was textbook, the introduction of the other herd members coming. Just that's excitement and the call in the background. Then you've seen the placenta being passed. And then they broke and tore up the placenta, which that would be a way of distracting predators, so it's important that smell has got away. So all the actions and all of are practically identical to what you would see in the wild.
Dublin Zoo's Assistant Director, Paul O'Donoghue, is absolutely thrilled by the new arrival.
He's over here desperately trying to get Mum's nipple into his mouth, but his sister and his aunties and cousins are all are all just still milling around. Not as excited now, but just showing incredible interest and caring. So he's going to be a sport little boy, this fella. And it's a great learning experience for the herd, and particularly Anak, because she's pregnant as well. And she will hopefully give birth within a month. And just watching the calf trying to feed from Anak, who obviously doesn't have any milk at this stage. Calf was trying to suckle, obviously nothing there, but Anak was very calm. So that's just a good sign for when she gives birth.
And this is only the start, remember, we've 2 more calves to come in the rest of the summer months, so extraordinary developments, extraordinary moment, extraordinary to be a part of it.
This is why we're in the business, really. When it all comes together like this, it just makes it all worthwhile.
At the elephant habitat, the herd has had a wonderful few days welcoming its newest member into the fold. And so far, the young calf has been getting on better than anyone could have hoped. And it isn't long before the next pregnant member of the herd goes into labour. As a first-time mother, the zookeepers have naturally been a little more worried for 11-year-old Anak. They needn't have been. With her whole herd there to support her, she successfully gives birth to a beautiful calf. And it isn't long before the elephants begin to exhibit some remarkable behaviour. What initially appears to be a violent kicking of the calf is actually herd behaviour aimed at getting its circulation going and helping the newborn to its feet as quickly as possible. Just 8 minutes later, after some less than gentle prodding, the calf is standing. Having watched every second of the birth using the remote cameras, Jerry finally gets to see the newest member of the herd in the flesh. And to his delight, the little calf is doing wonderfully. The entire team are over the moon, and no one more so than Donal.
You know, you come into the house in the morning with the rest of the guys, and it just really, it's a different section, it's a different day, you know, it's a great day, so you can't really describe it, but just enjoy it. And obviously it's hugely exciting, and it's a big relief as well, you know. Anik as well, first-time mother, so we've been paying particularly close attention to her, just to see how she's going to deal with her new responsibilities. So far, it's all very calm and collected, and as it should be. So we're just enjoying this bit of time, just checking the guys out.
For our peace of mind, because the mother is a first-time mother, we want to know that our milk production is good, and we'd like to see the calf latched on. That hasn't happened yet, but that's not unusual. It can take a few hours. Now, the calf has been in there for 22 months, and all the blood and all the muscles are only starting to work, so it's very early, but you know, we would really like to see him suckle certainly in the next hour or two, and then we'll be able to kind of relax and let things happen. But it's all very good, it's all very positive at the moment.
With her own calf to feed, Yasmin doesn't waste any time in letting the newborn know she's not going to mother a second youngster. For James, it's nothing to be worried about.
It's just Yasmin kind of telling them, you know, listen, I'm not your mammy, go back to your mammy. She has her own calf to kind of look after. It's all very gentle. Like, you have to remember, they're very big animals. Like, the females are 4 ton plus. It's a big rustle and tussle of the herd. So I mean, a little tap like that, although it looks a little bit severe to a newborn, it's very, very minuscule for the elephant. It would barely feed it. That's what the herd needs. It's evolved to have young life brought into it. And that's exactly what we brought here. We brought blood-related females, new babies born, and that puts a big, huge energy and rejuvenates the herd.
Strong, healthy and already forming a tight bond with its mother Anek and the rest of the herd, the zookeepers waste no time in allowing the calf take its first tentative steps outside. And one member of the herd in particular is delighted to have another youngster to play with.
Our young bull calf, who's now been named Cavi, already at only a month old, he's now seen a calf being born into the herd. Them behaviours will be fundamental to his development in the next couple of years, that he's already seen a calf being born. But all the indications are really good. It's been another remarkable morning here at the elephant herd. But it's been too much for him, and he's just plonked down on the sand to have a couple of hours rest.
With 2 successful births already this year, the elephant herd at Dublin Zoo is flourishing. And there has been even more good news at the elephant habitat. After 22 long months, 30-year-old Bernardina has given birth to a beautiful female calf.
In 10 weeks, we've had 3 Asian elephant calves born here in Dublin Zoo. Pretty much unprecedented anywhere in the world. Last night was very special. Our matriarch, Bernardina, who's the oldest female of the group, you know, a couple of hours back, she gave birth to a healthy female calf. And again, we've had 2 bulls, now we have a female calf, which is such a valuable addition. Her genes and genetics will be carried on for maybe the next 30, 40, 50 years. So, you know, it's a massive contribution that we're making to global elephant conservation. You have these certain steps, and you have a couple of things that you want to see in the initial first couple of hours of life. The elephant is moving well, and the eyes are okay, and then after that you want to see the calf suckling. Within a couple of hours, this young calf was latched onto its mother's nipple. They have to develop their technique. They have to fold the trunk back on the back of the head and latch on and start suckling to produce the colostrum, which will activate the defense system and the immune system within the animal. So it's vital that it gets that within the first few hours of his life. And this calf is right on schedule.
It's an enormously significant birth, and the importance is not lost on elephant keepers Raymond and Brendan.
I worked in Beekse Bergen in the Netherlands for 10 years with African elephants, and we tried to breed them with the artificial insemination, but it never really worked. So this will be the first time with Asians, and with three babies. So it's the best I could wish.
This morning, I have to say, absolutely, you kind of live in the dream as regards highlights in your career, like 3rd baby, and a female as well. We all were really happy about that. A male would have been brilliant, but I mean, to have a female, so important for future populations.
She's actually quite tired now because it was such a busy morning getting to know the other herd members. You know, we're very happy with what we've seen, and it looks like, you know, we're well on the road to a successful birth.